Hey, fam, how y'all doing? This is Brother Zaid Malik here. I'm filling in for Angela Ray, and again, this is BNZ World Report, where we bring you global topics and events. Now, we're going to begin in America. We're dealing with sports. Unfortunately, Ben Roethlisberger is in the news again. He's not flying through car windshields this time. Supposedly, he's touching people inappropriately. So he's facing a lawsuit out of Nevada for sexual assault. This young lady says that when she was an employee at the Harrah's Casino, she says that she was asked to come up and check something in his room, and instead of that, it was supposedly a ruse, and he wanted to force himself on her. There's a lot of speculation involved, and there are 9 other co-defendants, which kind of makes it fuzzy. His lawyer, and I quote, said that this weekend, Andrea McNulty served Ben Roethlisberger with a civil complaint accusing him sexually assaulting her in July '08. That's a year ago. Ben has never sexually assaulted anyone, especially Andrea McNulty. He goes on to say that the timing and the absence of any proof makes it kind of shaky. And at the end, he says the only money she's going to get is whatever money she's put into her efforts. Now, this is a morbid topic, and we really hope, sports fans, we hope Big Ben stays out there. Pittsburgh fans, God bless you. Now, on to bigger and different news. We're going to travel around the world. Palestine and Israel are at it again. I don't know when they're going to bring this about, but they need to calm down. In East Jerusalem, 2 families are being displaced. Palestinian families are being displaced so that new settlements can be built. Now, this is kind of strange because we've been asking for at least 5 years now for them to stop expanding their settlements. Now, unfortunately, the family's deadline was last Monday, so now they face fines, jail time, and eviction, which is kind of redundant. Now, there's 55 people, including 14 children, which is a shame. You cannot put kids on the street. But anyway, you know, they say they're refugees from the 1948 war, and they were given land by the UN in 1956. This neighborhood in question is really close to the site of a proposed hotel that was supposed to be built. Now, it was stopped by the U.S., which demanded them to stop building. Interestingly enough, it was purchased by our own millionaire, Irving Moskowitz, in 1985. This same person still owns the land. He's been, as Guardian reveals, he's been found to do illegal settlement funding for the West Bank and East Jerusalem. It's really getting deep, ladies and gentlemen. For more information, go to Guardian.com on that one. Now, for the Ben Roethlisberger situation, go to CNN, either CNN.com or maybe you can check it out and see if they have some information on the TV. We're moving along, guys, and we're dealing with credit. So now, the new headline with credit is the credit issuers factor consumer deposits into approval. Now, I had to read this again. What it's really saying is the people who are going to give you credit lines or give you extended lines of credit are looking at how much money you're depositing in your bank account. I gave it a brief overview, and I'm going to give you information. If you really want some serious specifics, go to usatoday.com. But what I was reading is these banks, including JP Morgan, Chase, Citigroup, and Capital One, are all basing some of their approval of your credit or your credit line by how much money you deposit, how often you deposit, and if you're reckless with your checking account, you may think twice about trying to get a credit card. It's not going to happen. Now, I understand everybody's complaining about Big Brother, but this is really getting kind of deep. You might want to discuss it. Jay, have you ever heard anything like this before?
Yeah, I actually have.
Really? It's kind of whacked out. Did you like it then? Not a good idea.
No.
Anyway, take it from us, we know. Okay, now we're going to stay with USA Today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very interesting situation here. It kind of moved me. So we know that in the United States, we're focused on child obesity and how to combat that, right? Well, here's an interesting case out of South Carolina where a child obesity case actually turned into a child abuse case, or at least possibly. So this young lady, her name is Jerry Gray, is raising a 14-year-old. The only abnormality about that is the 14-year-old is 555 pounds. Now, I understand being a little overweight or being a little heavy, or parents who want to indulge their children and eat a little bit more, or here's a cookie and cake, but unfortunately, this child has been almost what the courts are saying is force-fed or fed recklessly. So this young woman, her name is Alexander Draper, her name is Jerry Gray. The young boy is Alexander Draper. So Jerry Gray is now facing, and was arrested, and is now facing charges of criminal neglect because she allowed her child to gain too much weight. This is something you might want to talk about, especially at the kitchen room table. When you tell Johnny or Jimmy or Fuquan to finish their plate, really think about that. because you're almost force feeding. Sometimes when they say they're full, they are full. Don't waste it. Put it in the fridge, Tupperware bottle. But guys, we got to get a hold of this. And this is what the president is asking us. So come on, let's get with it. America, we got to be more proactive. Again, that's USA Today. You can get far more information. Got to give you the overviews. Now let's go to the Denver Post on denverpost.com. So Harvard is cutting 275 positions because of endowment money shrinking. And that's sad, right? I mean, we're all really sad because educators are losing their... Oh, no, wait. Educators are not losing their jobs. So check this out, Jay. It's not the teachers that are getting fired. It's staff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's look between the lines and really ask ourselves what staff means. So we're talking about maintenance, cafeteria. We're talking about real workers doing really hard blue-collar work. Consequently, it's the same work that all the students kind of benefit from, because a dirty classroom has rats, can't learn. And if there's no food in the caf, problem. So you might want to keep some of those people. And if the endowments are low, you might want to cut back on all the big money that the professors that are tenured are getting. Might be a better idea. I don't know. It's just me. This is the Newz, BNZ World Report. That's all I got for you right now. Again, BNZ World Report. We give you the global topics and events worldwide, nationwide, and all to your home. Again, Zayd Malik filling in for Sister Angela Ray. Holla back. It was a good time. Peace.